everyone, it's Sarah from Crown and Glory. I wanted to do a new video for you guys to tell you a little bit more about me, how I get to be where I am in my hair loss journey, and show you a wig that I made. So I am from Michigan, early 30s, wife to an amazing husband and mom to a really awesome 12-year-old boy. I work full-time and I am in school for ministry. I'm actually in my 3rd year of ministry school and it's really awesome. So I love Jesus and I love people. A little bit about my hair loss. I started probably early 20s with a thinning in the frontal area of my head. I went to a few doctors and honestly felt like I was just blown off, like, oh, everyone loses hair, you know, or it's normal to lose a little bit of hair. Finally, they did some blood work and found out my testosterone levels were higher, and they diagnosed me with polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm not going to go into what that is. You can look it up if you want. So that caused me to have quite a bit of thinning frontal and back, and through the years I did highlights, I did special haircuts, I did topics, the hair fiber, which was really helpful for a long time to help kind of camouflage the loss in the front area, and as I started to diffuse, lose it in the back too. So several years I wore topics, but I was always really self-conscious. I would think about what I was doing. Is it windy that day? Do I need to pin my hair somehow to make sure the wind doesn't catch it and my comb over flies over, like those scary movies? I got to the point where I just couldn't comb it over anymore and camouflage it. It was time for me, I felt like, to cover it up. I struggled for a really long time with it. I mean, nightmares. I would wake up crying because I dreamt I was bald. I believed that no man would ever marry me because who would marry a woman without hair? I believed that, and I've gotten married since I believed that. My identity was pretty shallow. I don't want to say I was a shallow person per se, but you know, as a woman, your hair has a lot to do with your confidence, right? Like you feel like that is your crowning glory, you know. I have a dog here who is likely going to jump up here any second to join me. Hello, Nala. She's going to sit here and join me. No. For a long time, I was very sad. I was thinking about everywhere I was going. Would I have to think about my hair and, you know, wear a hat or anything like that? But I also have like a really large head. So like those cute hats they wouldn't fit me. They look like I had to shove them down on my head. Eventually, I learned that my identity is not in my hair. I am not my hair. My identity is not in my weight. My identity is not in anything I should or shouldn't wear. My identity is in who God made me to be. I was made in His image, and I understand that my heart is much more important than anything else on the external. This was actually the first wig I purchased, and it was purchased from a member in a hair loss group that I'm a part of on Facebook. Hi, Amber. And I bought it from her, and I was excited to try it, but as I was buying this, I was in the process of making a wig. So one Sunday after church, we had a life group rally weekend where there were a bunch of tables set up for people to come and sign up for different events. We have everything from financial classes to marriage huddles to volleyball to I know there's a ton more other stuff, maybe cooking or something. And then I walked by a table that had 2 mannequin heads on with wigs. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? Something to do with hair. I've always liked hair. I've always liked playing with it, styling it, but I just didn't really have it myself to do. So anyway, I didn't know what it was about, but I went up to her and I was like, hey, what is this group about? She's like, we make wigs. And I'm like, you know, amazing. So I talked to her a little bit more. Tanya is such a blessing. We're in the life group where she teaches women how to make wigs, which is how I came about making this one. So this was a lot of trial and error for me. My first wig that I made, and I wasn't ready to spend like thousands on a wig. You know, those really nice ones that are like thousands. I'm not ready to do all that. I'm still in the beginning stages of my, you know, hair wearing journey. So I started going to class on Tuesday nights, and Tanya guided me all the way through how to make this here beauty. So the color originally started out much darker and much too dark for my skin tone. At least I felt that. I mean, some people can pull it off, but so it started off this really dark brown, almost black color. So when I had completed my wig, it was all that color. I did try to bleach it, and maybe not a good idea. I did try to bleach it to lift up some of the color, and then I colored over the bleach with like a red gold corrector because it was like orange. So Tanya told us that we should probably start with synthetic hair first on our first wig, but I didn't listen, and I went for like Brazilian virgin hair because I had purchased this hair, and while I really like the layers and the colors, I don't like how much it tangles. I have a hair on my face. I don't like how much it tangles, especially at the back of the neck or on the sides. You know, anything that touches skin, really, it tangles quite a bit. But little did I know, human hair also tangles on the back of your neck. Not as bad as synthetic, but it still tangles. So when I made this one, I started out with a lace front. Okay, this isn't dirty. It's just like glue or gel that I had on to keep it on my head the other day. So I started out with the lace front and then sewed the wefts onto the hair. Wefts are these here things. So I hand sewed it all the way around, and it took me, I can't really guesstimate hours because I worked on it, you know, a couple times a week or sometimes at night, but materials probably cost with the hair and everything, and there is quite a lot of hair. I mean, it's like, it's too much hair. I have to thin it out. It's way too much for me. It cost me about $200 with the hair and all the materials. Now, when I make another wig again, I have most of those materials, so a good chunk will be cut out of that. So Tanya actually has a Facebook group for her, I think it's called Look and Live Ladies Hair Loss, and I'll link it below. She's such an amazing woman for offering her time to help women learn, to help women deal about this. Her class was specifically for women who are dealing with hair loss, not just anybody who wants to learn how to make a wig. I wasn't quite sure of how it would turn out, but I like it now. It's quite a bit of hair. It needs to be thinned out, but I'm proud of it and I like it. And I know she's going to do a virtual class here soon. So if you join her group, she'll give you more details about when the class is going to start. I think it's in February of 2018. So if you want to join the group, you can click on the link below. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Just want to give you a little bit of information about who I am, a little bit about my journey, and let you guys know of an amazing resource and totally something you can do yourself.